John lost his wife when his daughter, Lily, was just a baby. From that moment on, he dedicated his life to raising her. Every day he helped her with schoolwork, cheered for her at soccer games, and tucked her in at night. But as Lily grew up, things started to change. She entered her teenage years, where friendships took the spotlight. Suddenly, John wasn't the center of her world anymore. He missed the days when she would sit on his lap, telling him about her day. Now, the phone calls became shorter, and the invitations to hang out faded away. As Lily approached adulthood, she met a wealthy man named Mark. He owned a successful tech company and swept her off her feet. It wasn't long before they got married. John felt happiness for his daughter but also a looming sense of loss. As the years passed, Lily seemed to drift further away. She rarely visited, and when she did, her focus was on her life with Mark. John started to feel like a burden rather than a priority. One day, Lily made the decision that shook John to his core. She announced that she would be sending him to an old age home. John was crushed. The day arrived, and as he packed his bags, he fought back tears. He couldn't understand how it had come to this. Arriving at the old age home, John felt a swirl of emotions. But as soon as he entered, he was met with warmth. The staff greeted him like family, and the residents welcomed him with open arms. John felt a strange sense of comfort in their presence. Meanwhile, Lily waited outside, puzzled by the atmosphere she saw. She expected sadness, but instead, she saw joy. Curious, she wandered inside. That's when she heard laughter and stories being shared. She watched as her father engaged with the other residents, his face lighting up. Suddenly, one of the staff members recognized John. "Did you know he adopted a baby girl from here over 30 years ago?" they said. Lily's heart sank. The realization hit her like a wave. All those years, her father had given love and care to another child in need. She remembered how he had always spoken about how important family was. In that moment, she felt a deep regret wash over her. John hadn't just devoted his life to her, he had extended his heart to another. She realized he never saw others as burdens. He had always sought to nurture, to love, and to share. With tears in her eyes, she approached her father. "Dad," she said, breaking the silence. John looked up, surprised to see her. "Can we go home?" she asked softly. John smiled, knowing he could go home. As they left the facility, Lily felt a newfound appreciation for him. As time passed, they began to rebuild their relationship. The once distant moments turned into cherished memories. They laughed, shared stories, and even took long walks together. Lily would remember their bond as the most precious gift in her life. Every day, she made it a point to show him how much he meant to her.